Like with Dr. Vine. No. Hits it.
Testament. During the Hellenic period of Rome, the name Jesus wasn't well received by the Jews because they saw it as a bastardization of Yeshua.
Yes. The same way they did my Allah and Yahweh Ben Yahweh. The Jews, the pink motherfuckers, they did not like it. And they always look at a melanated man as though a melanated man is a bastard. And he came in the name Yahweh. You have to know the book. You have to know yourself. You must know yourself before you can open the book. But I'm glad he is reading it anyway.
Or Joshua. So many.
In the name Joshua, which is actually the name Yahshua, which means Yahweh is with us. And Yahweh Ben Yahweh, he did walk with us. And we called him Yahweh. So Yahweh was with us.
Many people with the same name Jesus adopted the purely Greek analog Jason.
Or Jesus, as the Mexicans do. Their name is Jesus. I knew one when I was in my early 20s. I met a Spanish guy. He was maybe about my color too. And he had curly hair, just like a fucking Jew, you know? And I knew that the Spaniards, the Crusaders who came here and destroyed shit, I knew that they were Jews. I knew that a long time ago. There used to be a lot of philosophers around. So I knew a couple of things, you know. I just did not deal with them because the people that I hung with, you know, they were not about that. So I was not going to, you know, make them uncomfortable. So I did not, but I still would have the knowledge.
And this name appears in this form in the New Testament as well. Acts 17:5. Huh?
You hear the Acts 17 and 5. If you take 1 from 7, you will get 6. If you take the 1 from the 17, you add it with the 5, you will get 6. We're still in the 666 game. I'm not going to let it go. They want to play fucking games with me with numbers and shit. Then hey, let's play.
Acts
Right.
17:5. Jason is another word for Jesus.
Jason is also another word for Jesus and the son of justice.
Jason and the Argonauts. How many Argonauts were?
Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts. Oh, wow. In the Golden Fleece, this where you will see Zeus and Dirty Diana. And they have they are looking down into something that is something like a lake, but it is water. And then they take the people and they move them around. You know? That's how they're doing us today, you know, and they were supposed to be the big gods, pink motherfuckers. Really, nigga? Boy, you guys in your imagination. I bet you say the same about me.
Romans 16 and 21 as well.
16 and 21. Here, we have another 6.
After the so-called captivity, the name is seen frequently and is interchanged frequently with Jehoshua.
Jehoshua. I guess that would be Yahshua. You see all the J's? There is no letter J in the Hebrew alphabet. Never have been, still is not. These are fucking Jews. The Jews is Esau. There are 2 manner of nations in Emanato's womb. The first came out red and hairy all over. That is the werewolf. That is the rising of somebody Khan. You know, starts with the L-Y something Khan, you know. The rise of them, the werewolf, he came out first. Red and hairy all over. Why did he come out first? Because he came to inhabit the earth first. We did not come to inhabit the earth. We came to play here. That's all we did. We just came to play here. It was a playground for us. Very green playground for us, you know. And we can play with our ships and do hurricanes and tornadoes and and make the volcanoes go up. No one was here. No one was in Imaneta's womb. She just allowed us to come in. It was a playground. And then, when all the shit began to happen, Inky, all this new shit, this neo shit that began to happen in the, I guess, in space, or in the galaxy, when these things begin to happen, all kind of shit happened. I even know how the pink man got here first, but I know they had to put slime on them to send them here. It was to, the greenery here was to heal them. They came here for healing and in my nature, just like the people on Mars, the beings on Mars, they figure, oh, we can help them out. Maybe some of them can go straight, because some of ET children are straight. They're not crooked. And so then it was the earth, where they came upon the earth. And this was before Romulus and Remus. Way before.
The successor of Moses, who is called Jesus more than once in the New Testament. Look at Acts 7 and 45. Later on, the name Jesus became one of the commonest Jewish names appearing in the New Testament.
A Jewish name, not a Hebrew name. A Jewish name. Esau. He is really hairy all over, the werewolf, the rise of the Lacan, or whatever they call themselves. That is supposed to be a game also. However, the Jews are Hebrew because they come from Rebecca. If you read the story, they are Hebrew just like Jacob is a Hebrew. But when he gets to Israel, that is where the separation comes in. And it is also read like Cain and Abel in the Bible. They had God favor Abel more, but it was Imaneta who favored Abel more because Abel was more so to keep the garden, to dress. Imaneta, to keep her things natural. No, but not Cain, because Cain was not natural himself. And Cain also was being raped by the serpent.
See Acts 13 and 6. See Acts.
No, we have Acts 13 and 6. That was Numbers way before then. When I did Hiram a bit, there was a Matthew there. And I said, every time I see math, it is time to do math. He did a lot of Matthew too. So there are a lot of 10s, a lot of 6s. And he likes to deal with 13 too.
7 and see Colossians 4 and 11.
And the 7s, they're dealing with that too.
The name Barabbas
Barabbas, we call it Barnabas.
is also Jesus. Although it was deleted from the chief manuscripts by the Christian fathers, specifically Origen, who was careful to see that no sinner among these had borne the name of their Jesus Christ.
And Barnabas can go to Paul Nathaniel Johnson, and it can also go to the prophet, because they took them out. It's like, no one, and I had to actually, they came to me, and I had to actually do a lot of research to, to really get to the real Prophet Noble Drew. It's kind of hard to find the truth, the Prophet Noble Drew, and the Moors who have taken over, that's Contact Pro. If it were not Contact Pro, we would not be in this condition right now today. We would not. And people would even know that it was Haile Selassie. They gave Marcus Garvey the ships. And the pink man, he comes, he writes some knowledge, he throws it out there, and the melanated man just runs with that bullshit. I get so tired of hearing bullshit from melanated people.
You could read this in the Encyclopedia Britannica, 9th edition, volume 13, page 656.
He does a lot of reading.
T.W. Dewan, in his book, Bible Myths, writes, "We know of a Jesus, son of Sirach, a writer of Proverbs, whose collection is preserved among the apocryphal books of the Old Testament. The notorious Barabbas, son of Abbas, was himself called Jesus. Among Paul's opponents, we find a magician called Elymas, the son
We find a magician. And the word magician is CIA.
of Jesus. Among the Christians,
just us. It is known in the scriptures too. Known as just us too. It is encrypted or either encoded, whatever word you want to use, to say that it is just us. In the United States, after you read Acts 5:30, I think it is stated, just us was hung on a tree. So when you read the scripture that does have his surname is just us, it is saying that it is just us in the middle of just this United States who have been hung on a tree. His name is Josephus also. Could be another Jew, Josephus. They're writing all the shit. So if they're writing all the shit, then that means they're writing all the scripts, right? That means that they are our teachers and they are teaching us others. They are teaching us, giving us pieces of knowledge, the pieces they want us to have and the pieces they don't want us to have, they keep out. So now there will be a puzzle with many, many pieces missing. This is why they keep us apart. Yes, and that's what they called us. All the things they say, aren't we those things today? All of the things he just said are no more than programs today to program just us.
All of whom lived during the last century of the Jewish state.
I lived through the last century. It was the 1900s. But the Jesus that the pink man teach you about, that is not just us. That is a non-melanated pink Neanderthal caveman. Don't you see he has blonde hair and blue eyes? That means the bitch is dead. Then he holds a sheep. He has on makeup, eyeshadow, lipstick, and he holds a sheep to let me know he is into bestiality. I was about 11 and I was going to church. And it was on the wall, and I asked the preacher, why was that on the wall when it's in the Bible? It says he has hair of wool. I even opened the book to show it to him. I learned not to do that. But anyway, and I said, the hair of wool, it means Negroid hair. I knew that when I was like 5 or 6 because I looked it up in the dictionary.
The evidence appears very distinct and plain that Jesus the Christ of the 4 Gospels was unknown to Paul.
Yes, he was unknown to Bwitch. He is also unknown to Zay.
The story of Jesus the Christ of the 4 Gospels was not invented and written until 4 generations after the death of Paul. That is the only explanation.
Now he can say it was not written until 4 generations after the death of Paul, because also Paul came around the time of Hiram of Biff. That was a Paul back then too. Paul means little and small, means he really should not mean anything to us, but yet he becomes gigantic. He is over an hour long and even more of Dr. Lane's teaching. Yet he is so little and small.
For the fact that Paul makes absolutely no references to the teachings and miracles of Jesus the Christ of the 4 Gospels.
And he doesn't. And this seems to be in all the books. Because they think I went backwards or something, but I have not. The same thing seems to be in all the books. So when also they write the books, in the books there is a belief system. Either you believe the bullshit they are saying or you don't. I don't have to believe or not believe because I do not have a belief system. I deleted the bits. I know what is real in the books and I know what is not real in the books. You can give me any book, even a comic book, and I will find them and find myself too. Now, and listen to the noise outside. That is a form of mind control. And when I was telling someone, I said, it came by one night and we all were up, like maybe in between 4 and 5. It does it every day almost. And I said, those sirens really make it seem like this is a bad area to live in. And it is not. And my son said, oh, they do practice runs. And this is what happens when you live close to a fire station or this or that. You know what I'm saying? And so after my son said that night, that evening, I did not hear them anymore. Day or night, I did not hear them, or evening. I did not hear them for a couple of days. So yesterday morning, I told my son, I said, I have not heard the sirens in a couple of days. He said, oh, you heard them. You just don't know you heard them. I said, no, I did not hear them because I'm doing an experiment on them. And I be listening for them. And here they come at 7 in the morning. That is an early time for them to do a fucking practice run. That is to wake your babies up. If your baby has just went to sleep, it is to wake your baby up, to wake you up, to frustrate you. Even if you are asleep, it gets into your mind. It's nothing but a form of sound mind control that I call noise pollution.
There is no proof that Paul himself actually lived.
It said there is no proof that Paul himself actually lived. I'm going to stop this for a hot second and I will show you the proof that Paul does live today. He said there is no evidence it was written in the book by a pink man. There is no evidence that Paul ever existed. See what they write? They write 1,000 years ahead of time. Their plans are 1,000 years ahead of time. Here, here's your Paul. This is how you say the evil in another name, in another language. It is ALOSI, which is almost like saying a loser. A loser, you see? He is the evil one. And then I want you to see this. You see? You can't see his face too well. Let's see. That's the bitch right there with his bald-headed ass. You see how he sits up on these things? These are supposed to be the, what the fuck do you call these things? The devil, you know, whatever, the Baphomet. And he has them all around, you see. You see how they set his ass up high. And this is something I found that deals with them too. Creative. You don't need the T if you have a 8 negative, because then you will have 2 T's. But anyway, they put the T there for targeted individuals. Minds and zinc, because those who are with them, they are targeted individuals, and they are zinking their mind. And in there is also the word sin. The nigga is a very sinful motherfucker. And the word mine is an ID. Like me, I am the targeted individual. They ID'd it. That's why they put the 8 in the creative, because I spell create, C-R-E-A. Creation, C-R-E-A. I-O-N. They do not need the extra T. They do. And then they think they have victory because they think that they are the elect. But they are the elect of the Illuminati, and they think that they are going to enjoy all the things that the Illuminati enjoy. But no, you're not, because you bitch are helping to destroy your people. And this bitch, this is your Paul for today. If you read the Bible and you cannot bring that bitch up to today, leave me the fuck alone with it. Because you are putting spells on yourself and everyone else. And this is how come so many spells are on all of us, because you have all these motherfucking Christians. TIs just will not let go of the Christian shit. Oh, they'll let go of me real quick. And probably run around and say, oh, she is the evil one. I don't give a fuck. I don't have a God. I don't have a leader. I am not a follower. I am not a leader. I do not have followers and do not want any. Because these followers, they come with murderers. Then they murder the leader and begin to what? Target TI. The minds of the true students. They murder the teacher and target the true students. And then the other ones who were there, the followers, they hang out with the murderers. I was so surprised to see Galia and David there. I was really surprised to see them. I would like to see Ifuna and Isabella again though. Don't know if I ever will. Back to Dr. Vine reading notes from the Pinkman books, because they know that these things has not happened yet. That's why it's in the New Testament. But these things begin to happen in the 19th centuries, the late 19th century, which was just, 15 years ago, 16 years ago or something like that. 16 years ago, because you do have 2000, then the 1 to the 15. So it was 16 years ago. It was the 1900. It was 1999. That was the end of it. And then in 2004, They came and they got the second coming, who is York, which is possibly has been lobotomized by now.
Encyclopedia Biblica.
Biblica.
Encyclopedia Biblica states, it is true that the picture of Paul drawn by later times differs utterly in more or fewer of its details from the original legend has made itself master of this person. The simple truth has been mixed up with invention. Paul has become the hero of an admiring band of the more highly developed Christians.
Now let's see. This nigga here has just become everything he said. There's something else I want to do. This is 20 minutes in, so I'll come back with it. Should talk a lot, he wrote.